go ahead and get started. So we are in what is essentially going to be our session one, and the name of the session is Devil in the Chapel, which is pretty much where we left off last time. But the question is, do you remember what happened up until this point?
I shot out the window.
You did shoot out the window.
And
Something
then my gun
happened.
jammed,
Something happened.
and I think it's still jammed. I can't remember.
You were using an action to be able to restore it.
Yes. And then she put everyone to sleep, stopping the ritual, but the ritual's too late. So now there's a big titty
We'll get to that.
Oh yeah, there was this. No, there was
They were only going to stay asleep for so long, and the way that it works is that with a sleep spell, it takes the lowest hit point individuals and then continues to go until you run out of the amount that you had done. However, and we'll talk about it, but the cult leader actually did a sleight of hand and deception check to have him fall asleep or look like he was falling asleep, knowing that you were doing that spell. And while you were collecting up the scimitars and daggers of the henchmen, he was completing the spell.
Was he like whispering?
Yeah. And but we're gonna get to that. So you had a interaction with your grandmother's grave. How did that go?
It was spooky, but I got my snake bracelet.
You got a snake bracelet, all right? And I expect you to buy one of those from Etsy, so that way you can.
Dude, I was literally like thinking about changing my reference and being like, there's about 40 pen and quills saved and books saved in my Amazon wishlist.
Dude, yeah, I have
Pen and
like
quills
a
that you want?
Yeah, I was like,
So
she's
that
gonna be
way-
a poet, and I'm gonna actually like pull out like this, just start with like a feather quill, like obscene.
See, and your background, whether it's poet or entertainer or whatever it is, I actually see you being a marketing director. Like that is
No,
everything that you've talked about.
that's just like a career path, like for a hobby. Like she just
You want your gun,
she
don't
wants
you?
she wants to be a writer.
Dude,
You only have 3 shots in there.
She wants
there's
to
somewhere over
No.
there.
Those are the ones I picked up.
Oh.
Here, I'll let you
She
twirl
wants
it if
to be
you
a
want to.
writer. She wants to be a writer. She wants to write stories. She writes a lot of hero stories.
I think though that we're going to at some point do recaps of sessions by you giving your notes about
I've
what
just decided a new phrase that she's gonna say all the time. This would be great for my novel.
right exactly
Great for my
Do you
novel.
think she would like pause mid?
No,
Like,
yeah.
She'd be like, hold
in
on, we gotta
mid
write
fight
this down.
mid fight.
Somebody says in the
Oh
quiz
my!
she's writing it down.
She sees the succubus. Oh my gosh! This is gonna be amazing for my novel.
Well, she's already like googling the succubus, wasn't she?
I think we all.
You're ogling or googling?
Oogling.
Ogling, googling.
I thought it was oogling. Like
It is
you
oogling.
googled her.
Yeah.
Staring with respect.
Staring with respect.
Not me.
So, there's a whole nother because this is the greatest. She could be your mother.
Wait, I thought I had a mother.
You-
She's my daddy?
Well,
Wait a minute.
yeah. There's multiple ways to make it to make a tiefling, right?
Hold on.
Hold on a second. You weren't there when you were born.
I mean,
How do I know if she's really my mummy?
What are we doing here?
We're
This is
doing this,
thinking.
which is a thing that
What
we're
if
doing.
my
We don't
human
know why we're
mommy's
doing
not
this.
really my mommy?
That's possible. No. So that happened. You had an interaction with a rat, and
I killed it.
that was
No,
the
the other one.
that was the imp.
other rat
Oh.
ran
That was the
free.
imp
That was
that
fake
flipped
rat.
you off,
That was a big rat.
Yeah.
and
What was
wow, you guys are even stupider than I thought.
The rat that I was
Did that
yapping
rat
to,
get
he
talk?
just walked.
Oh,
Yeah, I used to talk to animal shit and like
Yeah.
to get past
Oh my
the.
gosh, this is the first time I've ever had a thought.
You should brought that rat down.
I should have
Oh,
put that.
whatever happened to the groundskeeper?
The groundskeeper just let you guys go, but he did have the keys to the gate that you were
Yeah,
trying to
because I
get
was gonna say,
unlocked.
it's like
that
he
you
was
used.
following
But
us.
he was about to
The
walk out.
reporter's
The
here.
reporter is following you.
Oh,
She
His name
knows.
is Francis? Frederick?
Frederick.
Yeah, he did.
Can I keep the rat? Can I like put him in my pack? Like we made a bond.
I think we
He kind of got scared off by the loud gunshot, so you're gonna have to
I
find him
hunt
again.
down.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let me write that down. I want
That should write that.
Write this down.
Side mission: find my rat.
There's a lot of them around here, so you're gonna be okay.
Objective.
But I want that rat.
I understand. So,
Mission.
yes,
There's a
you
rat
shot.
upstairs.
You shot out the window. It was epic. The glass falls. Everybody turns toward you. You raise your iconic 6-shooter pistol and click. Fuck. And then everybody else is scared, and the druid says, "Sleep," and everybody
I don't.
fell asleep. Felony goes in and starts committing a misdemeanor of trying to loot some bodies. I would say that your first priority was probably disarming them. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Do you want them to wake up with weapons or without weapons?
I want whatever is shiny.
So they're weapons. So yeah.
Okay, yeah, we got some cool tools.
What kind of weapons?
But like, I'd be like this. I'd be like examining them, and if they're not cool or if they don't really match my aesthetic, it's just like,
Chucking them off to the side.
yeah.
All right.
There's
What
just
was
a pile
your
of swords in the corner of the church?
what was your reaction when you see all of them drop to sleep? And Felony goes over there just looking for shiny things. Are you disarming or are you
I'm taking their money.
taking their money?
Oh, so
Yeah.
you're looting with?
Yeah,
No,
no,
just checking
absolutely.
out.
All right. So while the two of them are looting, what are you doing when you see them all go to sleep?
Oh wait, when I see them all go to sleep.
Yep.
Succubus is not there at this point.
Succubus is not there at that point.
She's like
we're
coming
rewinding a little
up,
bit.
but
Yep.
she's not.
Well, there's still this swirling of magical energy, right?
My guess is instead of looking at the bodies, I'm scoping out the area around to like check out what we're working with, maybe what's changed.
So what I will tell you is that when the glass came down and the chanting that was happening inside of the of the chapel became more audible, right?
Mhm.
It was the sweetest sound that you have ever heard. All right. So what's interesting about you is that even though you have not grown up with anyone infernal, even though you have not ever had someone teach you infernal,
There's something home about it.
you when you started your occult journey and found the first thing that you found and people are like, oh, that's just gibberish, and you were able to read it and then found the other weird person that's and you're like, what is this? Oh, that's it. That's demonic speech. And you're like, actually, it's not demonic. It's fiendish, and there's actually a difference because I can't read abyssal, but I can. And they're like, what are you talking about? And then you realize that there's a whole nother language that you understand and can speak, but you have never heard someone else speaking it before. So it would be like knowing a language and never having heard it, and then hearing it for the first time.
Mhm.
And so for a part of you, I'd say half of you, it's like coming home. Then you realize that it's that really weird guy in the corner that's also covered in blood and has a book that looks like it's bound in human skin and definitely evil. And what's your reaction to seeing something that is obviously incredibly evil, looking like home or sounding like home? Yeah, difficult, right?
Yeah.
Yep. But when they all fall asleep, and you see that there is this book, and it is you had like a piece of paper one time that you were able to read in Infernal, or to be able to study and stuff like that, like a white pamphlet, and this is an entire tome of obviously secrets, right? And something that was actually viscerally calling, like bodily calling to your entire spirit of like come forth, kind of. That's the kind of words that were being used. You can tell that it would be incredibly dangerous for someone of the opposite sex being able to speak this language. Like it's going to be problematic all over the place. You're going to be attracted to somebody with all kinds of red flags, even if they started saying those sweet kind of words of like, come forth, princess of darkness and fire, we call to thee, and it's like, oh, it's poetry.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound good in common, but if you
Well-
said it in Infernal, oh my gosh.
And I already have this like innate curiosity for everything, and like
Right.
I get
So-
sidetracked easy.
So you are the one that is also realizing this person the person that you're walking up to,
Mhm.
because you see like the tome's still laid out, and then as you're getting closer, you hear, and then there is this audible pop, and then and all of this swirling energy that was there coalesces into one small spot inside of the chapel, and then big-breasted, bootylicious succubus is now hovering there and looks around and goes, "Oh, this place is very weird. And who are you three?
This brick house
Do I
is a succubus.
do I know you? And a man? I have not seen a mortal man in a long, long time.
Howdy.
He's Spanish.
Oh, yeah.
Howdy.
Cast minor illusion, make myself look like a man real quick.
Howdy indeed. Ah, pointy ears. No, I'm a little more interested.
I would like to cast minor
This one.
illusion.
Go ahead and make a wisdom saving.
Never mind. I don't want to cast minor illusion. I don't want to look like a man.
I kind of want to
20.
die for this book. It's still unattended, and I want to yoink it.
That is-
You're a 20 right now.
So let's go ahead
You get
and in our initiative
Never
order,
mind.
I will tell you. Hold on a second. Let's go ahead and go with the initiative order since we are technically in combat, right? Did you say
With our sucky
The
baddie.
game is
with
still
you
paused.
Suck you baddie. All right, where
I'll
is
suck a
my?
baddie.
Why did he say
What?
it? Why did?
Oh.
Okay, I know, but why did?
What
he
did he
say?
say?
it? Huh? He went,
All right, so we are in our combat order. So Alexa, roll for initiative.
no.
Good luck, players.
On
To listen to specific songs anytime you like,
Alexa,
just say try
stop.
Amazon Music Unlimited.
Alexa, stop. Just
Jesus, like you're ruining the vibe.
She's ruining the
she
immersion.
ruined the
Play Rosemary
immersion
by
and the
Deftones.
vibe. So you, as you're walking up, you hear that the cult fanatic on the ground with the book whispers some words, and a shimmering light starts to appear around you. All right, and next we have felony. So you can go ahead and make your.
Sorry, my computer's permanently at 100
Yeah,
volume.
I understand.
So
That's
that
fine.
was really
Traumatizing.
What do I do? Sorry.
You can take your turn.
Oh,
If
I'm
you
gonna do dissonant
don't click,
whispers.
you're gonna use dissonant whispers on it.
I'm
Okay.
not clicking it. It's been showing up before, but it's spinning wheel of death.
What spinning wheel of death is that?
So you know if you hover over the spells, it'll tell you what the spell's like in detail, like how far and all that kind of stuff, and the duration. It's not doing that. It's just
Okay, so
spinning a loading. spell.
Dissonant whispers. All right. So it requires a DC save. Now, one of the things that you can do too is before you do that, you can click on who it is that's going to have to make that save. So the succubus is the one that's rolling it, and she rolls a 20 plus 1.
No, this is pretty big right now.
All right, so she is
Now she's even mad at me.
a little upset at you. She still does have to take, even though she failed to save. They take half as much damage, and so it would be 8, but it is only apply half damage.
That was still damage.
That was still damage, yeah. So she has been hit with 4 damage. All right, and that is Felony's turn. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to Lovinia. All right, Lovinia, what are you doing at this time? What you are there, which is next to the guy that has the book. So you could attempt to grab it from him.
That's what I'm thinking. Because, like, is the succubus... She's not really paying attention to me at the moment, correct?
She is not paying
Not yet.
attention. She has her back turned to you, right?
I want to die for the book.
Okay, so go ahead and make either an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Which one are you better at?
How do I find out?
All right, so when we look at your, you have more dexterity than you do strength. So yes, you're attempting to swipe it from her. And if you are proficient in sleight of hand, you could try to kind of steal it from him. But
Sleight of hand, I think.
I mean, what's your
Sleight of hand's plus 2.
It's the same.
it's the same as your acrobatics. So
Yeah,
it's going to
so
be
just do whatever.
it's going to be a competing check between you and him.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll that sucker.
Roll it. How do you roll it?
You click on
Public
it.
roll.
I clicked on it.
Public roll. Public. Everyone will know.
Maybe if I just.
Public roll normal. Yep. Is it doing it? There we go. All right. So you rolled a 6 plus 2, and he rolled a 13.
That's not a 9.
That was not a 9.
Damn it.
Got the thing on the bottom side of it. So, so you lunge for the book, and as soon as you're coming in, he pulls it away. So that was your action. Do you have a bonus action that you want to do?
I want to wrestle his ass for it. Can I do that, or is that like too big of a thing? I don't.
That's not an
That's
action.
Bonus action entails what?
bonus action. So if there's something that has a bonus action associated with it, so let's see. Let's take a look at say your spells to see if they have any bonus action.
You can also do disengage.
Because there's Misty stuff. 1 BA means 1 bonus action, correction.
So one thing that you could do, next time is you could try to do a like a you could entangle him. Have so like Misty Step is a bonus action that would allow you to take an action and to be able to run away.
Run away!
Jesus Christ.
But you don't have any bonus action type stuff right
Disengage.
now. That's an action.
So then I'm just in a limbo at the moment.
Yep.
Okay.
I would allow.
Can she ready?
Do you have a weapon at all? You don't right now in your inventory.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and fix that.
Give her a short sword.
Is that what she's?
Is that what you want, Mandy?
Well, I don't know if what she's proficient
Is that what you're proficient in, Mandy?
Druids are not proficient in that. What she has is
Druid.
a staff or a. What's great is you can use shillelagh and turn that sucker into a glowing staff.
With a snake on it. You can put your bracelet on it too.
So
That'd be
one thing that you start feeling though is your bracelet kind of starting to tense up and squeeze your arm, which is slightly alarming.
Spooky.
Damn, I just got this thing. It's already broken.
Yes.
Slightly alarming, but maybe it's like, those weighted blankets when you have anxiety and it adds pressure. I'm like,
It's like, let me just calm you down a
I'm
little
like,
bit.
I'm supported.
All right, so next up is Ricky. Ricky.
Did I ever get my gun unjammed?
You were able to get your gun unjammed when you guys were before you started to loot bodies. I would guess because you're kind of looking around to see what's going on. You do notice that there are like drag marks of blood into another room, and you can smell that. You can smell burning metal, like what it smells like when you smelt metal. You can smell that coming from one of the from further back in the chapel. So whatever they used in order to destroy some of these items.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna fucking shoot her.
All right.
So how do I do that? Click on her.
Click on her, and then on your character sheet, go ahead and click on your 6-shooter. Okay, good. And then roll the attack. Or hit the attack button there, normal in the chat. Yep. All right, and you rolled an 11, which
It's a 20.
the hell turns into a 20. And yes, so you hit the succubus. So go ahead and roll your damage. Come on, big damage. Big damage.
Fuck!
Yes!
I didn't even know 0
14.
existed.
On a D10? Yeah.
Oh.
Which is 10. Which is the 10.
Oh, duh.
So you got.
Yeah.
So you line it up, and it is a straight headshot. Boom! Right in the head. But the sound it makes is like you just hit a steel target on the range. And there's not a scuff mark on her forehead. She just looks at you. Silly boy. And she likes you even more than she did before. But she does request that you do a saving throw.
Don't let her charm you.
Saving throw. How old am I?
Right here.
Wisdom?
Yeah. Normal.
Normal.
18.
An 18. So, an 18 does pass. Let me make sure that why doesn't it give me her? So, she looks at you and you just hear this. You hear her voice and her mouth isn't moving, and she's like, "Oh, clever boy, don't turn your weapon on me. Turn it against them." And you're like, "The fuck, no!" But
why would I do that? They're
Are
my
you
friends.
fucking high, bitch?
They're my friends. Why would I do that?
but there's a part of you that was like, "You caught me on a good day because I see what you're doing, but it ain't gonna work on old Ricky Spanish." But there is a part of you that it was gonna work on, and that's not cool. All right, so that was her turn. The cult fanatic, super excited to see his the one that he has been waiting for, and he pulls out a box and says, "Madam, mistress, I have for you that which will allow you to stay with us."
It's a green
God,
card.
what a fucking sucker.
It's a green card.
But while he moved his book out of the way, but also now has thrown it down and pulled out this box and
What's in the box?
and looks though at you, Miss Druid.
All right.
And
He
says,
looks at me.
He looks at you.
Okay.
And he says, "Run."
Oh, okay.
And does she?
All right, so go ahead and make a DC 11 Wisdom saving throw.
Cute. You got this. How do I do that?
So, you know where we had to be before? And you said DC 11? And it already set for that?
Y'all, if you look close enough at the screen, you can see her cleavage.
Nice.
And that's me. Wrestling.
Okay.
Sometimes I like to cross dress.
DC what?
You just have to roll it.
Okay.
You just have to,
normal?
and you have to roll above an 11, or else you'll go running and screaming. away from
Motherfucker, I
him.
did it too.
All right, so what you have to do now is if the target, sorry, oh, I'm looking at the wrong sheet. So what that means is he has used the spell command on you, all right, and told you to run or flee.
Mm-hmm.
So that means that the target spends its turn moving away from you by the fastest means available. So when it becomes your turn, you will have to run. At the end of your turn, though, okay, so if it doesn't understand your language, some commands and their effects, blah, blah, blah. You just have to follow it on your next turn, and then once it's your turn again, you have control over your body.
Okay. Is my mind still clear when this is happening and my body's just fucking... Can I cuss the fuck out of him?
You can be cussing the
you
entire
dirty bitch.
You can be cussing the entire way. Now, you have to spend your turn running away from him, which means that you're going to have to spend your action of dashing, which is 60 feet, right?
Command.
But I would say that once you get back through the window, you would be able to, to stop there and collect yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Felony, it is your turn.
I don't like that this is out of hand. like it's giving me a heart attack. It still hasn't gone away though.
Okay.
Hey,
What, the heart attack?
The heart attack or your turn?
Like my computer thinks I'm constantly clicking volume up.
All right. Well,
It was like.
stop spitting on your computer. Talk to it.
I think I'm gonna. Yeah, that's not thingy. That's a very millennial joke. That's a thingy.
Please spit on that.
I'm so fucking tired of it.
I'm really sick of it. It's not that funny.
It was funny.
Did you
but,
know
like,
she got
It
fired
was
from her
funny.
job?
No,
She did not.
didn't. That was all. That was lies sold to you by the left party.
Goodness.
All right. Let's go.
Also, she's 21.
Let's go.
I'm casting a spell.
Okay, well, let's hear about it. What is it that
Shut
you're
up,
doing?
money.
What is it that you're doing?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would like to know. I'd like to be able to.
Wouldn't you like to know whether...
Oh, so if you haven't gotten the understanding,
I thought we were at level 5.
Yes, you are. Your bullets didn't work on it.
No, I figured that much.
But luckily, they'll work on these two.
I cast.
Okay.
I cast.
Yeah.
Hideous laughter.
Hey, you.
And you know what? Maybe next time don't fish my spells.
All right.
What is hideous laughter to...
Okay, so do I have anything against this? This is not
I also did it at level 2.
one that has. I don't have resistance to magic. So,
Behold.
so I will cast my wisdom saving throw.
You can cast whatever the hell you want. Oh,
Watch this.
watching
19.
where?
What happens now?
Where? Hey, I didn't see you roll that. That didn't roll. That's fake. You just input that.
Yeah, the dice didn't roll.
Roll the dice. Roll it again. No, that was. I really don't care. I'm not gonna believe that you actually rolled that. That's fake. Fake news.
Where is
You think it
Yeah,
rolled
We're not
onto
a real
your
good act
desktop?
about this.
Do you think it rolled onto your desktop? Is that what you just looked for?
Why Ricky Spanish sitting there, but nobody else is?
Ricky Spanish.
What the hell?
What the hell?
Get the heck out of the way, Ricky Spanish. You're all messed up.
Ricky Spanish belongs where Ricky Spanish wants to belong.
Belongs in a museum.
Okay, Indiana Jones.
So,
Fucking colonialist.
all right, I rolled a 19. I will switch up my rolls.
I really do not
I
believe
will
it.
switch up my rolls.
Yeah, roll
Fine,
it
you
again.
here. I'm gonna
Roll
switch
it
up.
again.
I'm gonna switch up my rolls so that way you see them. Okay. All right. Is that gonna make you
Yeah,
feel better?
we saw all the other ones, so why didn't we see this one?
Because it's mine.
What do you mean it's yours?
Because it's mine.
know what that means.
It means-
I may
it
have to
means our
restart my
rolls-
entire computer just to have you
Or
feel better about the fact that
okay, do we all feel weird about that? Do we all
No.
feel weird about the fact that we cannot? Okay, shut the hell up.
Well, because that's how it's been.
No, it isn't.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
When an enemy
how it's
rolls, only our party roll our party's dice show up on the screen.
No, it's not so crazy.
I don't know. I've only been paying attention to like our rolls.
because that's the only time it shows up on the screen.
Mm,
I am stating this.
Would it make you feel better if you did the old-fashioned DIY?
yeah.
oh okay, all right, let's do that. All right, will that make you feel better?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see it. Okay, don't you lift that
Don't
when you
you
roll
lift what
the thingy.
the thingy?
Yeah.
Right.
Also, it's really not good to roll the red dice and the red thing. I figured that out last time. What'd you get?
Oh,
Don't
dang
move
it.
it. What's your advantage?
I have a +1. It's a 13.
No, that's a 12, and then +1 is a 13.
Correct. So I just said. All right, so now instead of my 19, I have to instead wait. If you would have if you would have just clicked on her,
Who?
you. Oh, now she just. Do you see that?
Yeah,
Do you see that?
but I do see it. What is it?
That's the wisdom saving throw of the succubus.
Okay, I got it.
Is it? So you guys see that one?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
all
but
right.
it didn't. The dice didn't roll. That's what I was saying.
I'm sorry. I don't waste time with dice rolls that aren't yours. All right. So, she fails. What happens to her? What does this look like?
Oh, well, I don't know. I was really distracted by the dice thing.
So she is incapacitated by the laughter.
No, and she thinks I'm hilarious, as everyone does.
Does she have a cute laugh, or is it like wicked?
No, it's honestly. I feel like it's like
Like
real.
Witch of the West,
It's like
cackling.
no.
It
no,
sounds
no,
like
no, no,
multiple
no.
voices.
You know
are
that.
laughing
You know
at
that.
the
You know
same
that.
time.
Oh.
That
no.
Justin Bieber clip. I like that laugh. I like that laugh.
You cast
Alright,
your like
that's a
vicious
nice
mockery
laugh.
and just tell her how ugly you are.
Yes. So she falls to the ground, falling prone, becoming incapacitated,
Okay,
unable to stand.
I have a question. Are we still in the turn order even though she's incapacitated?
Yes.
Okay. Well, so here's the thing. Do you have any? What do you have?
No,
Who's
a
next?
lot.
Me. Right?
I don't want to give
no,
you
I'm up.
anything. I want to, as a bonus action, can I give some inspiration?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to give some bardic inspiration to Lavinia.
Okay.
Okay,
How
that's
do I do that? I
Um,
just do it.
you just say that she has inspiration.
You haven't be inspired.
for.
I'm just going like this.
That's just
you-
is that just
You
motivation?
amaze
So what that
me.
means is that you have a D6 or D8 that you are able to add to a roll. Now she has the ability to inspire, where it can help you with your roll,
Uh-huh.
right? But also that it can be added to damage as well. If I'm not mistaken, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, combat inspiration, or added to your DC or your AC. Like if somebody was going to hit you, you could actually use
On
that.
any rolls, I thought.
I'm looking for inspiration, and
And you can't find any.
why can't I find inspiration?
Oh,
So I
also
guess
have
we
trouble
all
finding
just have to
inspiration.
say, I'm gonna put that down.
what is it? Oh, here it is. Let me click it. I'll click it.
That is
How do I send it to somebody else?
Usability. Oh, so you would have to highlight someone on the actual
Okay.
combat screen.
Let
And then
me
you go
let me
into
do
your-
it. Let me
Oh,
do
wait,
it. Let
this
me do
is-
this. I got it.
She figured it out.
Where is Lovinia? That's
Right
you,
there.
right? With the weird egg.
Yeah.
oh you can do it.
She figured it out.
Wait, so I have to
So,
click her, but then I have to
double-click her.
double click me. What?
So click on her like you're gonna attack her.
I don't click on characters to attack them.
Yeah, you do.
I never have before.
I know,
is
you
what
do
I'm
now.
saying. Okay, and then I click on me. This doesn't make sense.
Well,
Well-
that's how I attack something.
Yep. So,
Okay.
but you have bardic inspiration.
You are inspired.
Okay, so that
Wait,
was
wait,
your.
wait,
Are
wait,
you
I think
moving
I
at
got
all?
I think I got it. Actually. I think I got it. Actually.
Are you?
Okay, I feel like if I click this and it doesn't work, it's gonna be like really annoying. Did I send it to her?
No, but you are concentrating, which is good because you need to be. All right.
You need
You need to be. Okay, Lovinia, it is your turn.
Sick. So she is currently incapacitated by laughter.
Yes.
She is currently incapacitated by laughter. You are currently incapacitated
By
by.
run into the window.
You're not incapacitated, but you are spending your turn
Okay, this
running.
turn.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just running in.
Yep. So
Can
I
she
will
do a
move.
wisdom saving throw at all?
She did. She
Oh,
failed. it.
they don't
I
do
did
another one?
a
One,
bad
2,
job.
3, 4, 5,
Ugh,
6.
damn. So I'm outside right now.
You just moved outside, which I'm giving you as enough to have run away from him, right? So now you can't see him.
Yeah, but I'm
Okay.
Ugh.
So you still have an action, but you're not going to be able to move within being able to see him.
Okay.
She can do another wisdom saving throw?
She does not have to do another word.
Like six?
Saving. It just that turn she has to move far away from him.
Oh my goodness, wait. Does guidance allow me to take a living creature and kind of tell it what to do for a certain amount of time? What does that do?
All it does is gives them an additional D4 to do what it is
Oh,
that they're
okay,
trying
that's
to do.
that's like the whole like you can do it.
Yep.
Dang it, because I thought it was like, what if I like guide a rat to go join the shit that I need?
She said, "Wait."
So
Anybody
you
got
don't
some
have the
spring
ability to
onions?
speak to animals right now. I don't believe.
'Cause you already
Let's
used
go
it.
ahead and
I already used it.
You did, but let's see how long the duration is, and whether or not it requires concentration. Because you cast a spell that also requires concentration,
Oh yeah,
and
the
you can't have
sleep
two
thing.
concentration spells at the same time. Speak with animals does not require a. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll 2d6, or I'll roll 2d6.
Okay. Oh,
Okay?
I lost
And
my
what I
thing.
roll for this
Uh-huh.
is how many minutes have passed.
I lost one of my tabs.
All right, so you still have speak with animals available to you.
Okay.
So you can try to call out to your
Remy.
friends.
His name is Remy.
Uh-huh. I don't know if the rat is going to be big enough to kick, because how heavy is this? Is a pretty heavy book, isn't it? Pretty hefty.
Are these New York
like a
sized
first
rats?
edition
Are these
Bible.
New York?
What
Are
kind of
they?
size rats are we working with?
You gain the ability to comprehend and verbally communicate with beasts. Do you remember how many rats were running around
A
outside
shit.
out there? So, what is it that you are trying to do?
I want.
Because
She's gonna
the
snow
last
out
line
this
is you might be able to persuade a beast to perform a small favor for you at the DM's discretion.
Can I send a beast try to join the book while he's distracted, proposing to his wife?
Okay, so what you need to do is you're gonna have to roll a persuade. I'm gonna have you roll a persuasion check,
Sounds
and I'm
good.
gonna have you do it with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because one, they don't trust you very much because you smell like sulfur and brimstone.
Okay,
Okay.
like, don't be mean.
I lost my
Sheet.
thing. It like I don't know
Go
how to like.
players.
Players.
Where did you-
Lovinia. Okay, it won't let me see Dorothy. How do I do that?
Click on it again. Yeah. Try to.
I'm sorry. I don't know why it went away. I don't know what I did.
Oh, so it's on your browser. That's so you need to have gone to your browser.
Oh, was I not on my
It's
browser?
you were, but it's on a different tab.
Okay. Oh, it wasn't for a second. Where was I?
I don't know. You were on the other tab that shows what's going on the screen.
Yeah.
So go to the other tab.
Yeah. No, I know, but for
okay.
for a second there was only 2 tabs. I don't know what happened.
Too easy. All right. So roll a persuasion at disadvantage.
I'm
Here we
skinny.
go. Here we go. 14.
Okay, that's not bad.
That's not bad.
That's medium.
Okay. And so you're trying to get rats to help you grab this book.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm really hyper focused on this book.
All right, that's fine. All right, so you hear a chorus of, you're like,
Please
help!
help me!
And then you hear, what's up? What's up? What's up? All right?
You said that.
And then you say,
Listen, guys.
you're going to have to speak fast. You got 6 seconds.
Oh shit! Really? Seriously?
But that's
Yep.
how
I want that book. I'll trade cheese.
Okay. All right.
Look here, cheese.
That's what I would. No, yeah, that's how long.
Extra cheese if you buy Disney. I'm like panicking about my decision. I feel like we could one up.
Okay, so 3 rats scurry into the chapel.
Okay.
All right? So I'm going to roll 3 d20s at rat-like intelligence
Okay.
to see what kind of results you get.
Are you honestly really involved?
Because right now, like, I know everybody's dealing with the succubus,
Okay.
but I'm getting real pissed about this little
All right.
cold dude.
So we'll get to the results of what happens here in a moment.
Okay.
All right?
God.
Okay. Ricky,
That's not Ricky.
just skip past you. Ricky.
So he has a box in his hand.
The
Cult leader?
the cult leader has a box in his hand, yes. Okay? If you're looking at that box, stop. Why?
Sorry,
Why?
sorry,
Why?
sorry, sorry,
Why?
We're not doing phrasing
Why?
anymore.
Why? We're not doing phrasing.
I'm sorry.
You know, you would expect that when somebody opens up their engagement ring box or whatever,
Yeah.
it's bigger than that, right? But you're expecting there to be something glittering inside, and it is almost like somebody just opened up a Tupperware container that they had outside in the sun from last summer's.
Oh no,
Ooh.
this thing.
Yep. So there's just this, but instead of it being a smell, it's more like no, it's not even air. It's just.
GPS signal lost.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate
Fuck
it.
up, Siri.
Come on, we are in the middle of something. But it is more like. It is more like.
Sometimes you guys laugh and it's not even my funniest.
I think it's the delivery of
It's
the way you do.
instead of that smell, it's more emotional, right? That's the feeling that seems to be emanating from whatever it is. It has emotional stank to it. Yes. Yeah, emotional stank. All right, so he has that box in his hand. Also, his forehead looks much more supple and shootable than hers.
I agree. And I was thinking about that, but I want to know what box.
Come on, we know that you don't think this much before you decide what you're gonna do with the box.
Select him.
But he doesn't know Ricky Spanish.
There we go.
Like, he's not second nature yet.
Stop pigeonholing Ricky Spanish.
Oh no,
Ricky Spanish. When he's in the zone,
Just move the dice back and then
Ricky
move the camera.
Spanish talks.
oh yeah, that's
Or
good.
take a picture and then you can
Yeah,
put
that
it in
makes more
later.
sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like when you're editing it or
That makes
whatever.
more sense.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, what?
I just realized that Lovinia is not all the way in the shot because the DM's face is too much in the way. And make sure that when it's her turn that I allow her to be seen. Everybody else.
That button right there. Boom.
Oh, you know what I can do?
I'm gonna shoot him in the face.
Normal, click it, man.
Shoot him in the motherfucking face.
Shade him.
Okay.
Is that a hit?
Wow.
That's a hit.
Yeah, that is a hit.
We're gonna go damage.
I also have to go to the bathroom and I don't want you to be mad at me that I have to go potty.
That actually works for me too, because my grandma's blowing my line up right now.
Girl, is she okay?
No, she's
Calling
fine.
me?
She just wants
All right,
Perkins.
we will go ahead and stop for right now.
Take a pause.
All right, we will take a pause.
While you figure out. I gotta go potty, but I feel like.
We will take a pause. We will go
real
in,
quick too. Then
take care of
grab
that,
some
and then we will get back to.
Take a week real